When you need to kill a snake in a snake pit, you better drop in a mouse. Right? I think that sounds cool. I'm not sure. We saw XXX, so you know what that means.
Show with Nick Crow and take a boat speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul, and the beautiful June. Gonna take you from the boom all the way to the room. Rain the games of Street Fighter, help to blow off steam. Just a sucker punch the odd life for Timothy Green. Sharp needles, birdemic, how we staying alive. They call me the badass and he's on the line. Cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice. Cause the bad Jim Bonnie looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure the monkey shots getting paid. They're just a bunch of movies while they're making the grade. Here's a real question for you. How did this get made?
Hello, people of Earth, and hello, people of Los Angeles! We are live here at Largo talking about XXX, a movie that answers the question, what if James Bond was a dickhead? Well, this movie, there was a time on this show where he said, we can't do XXX, that's a good movie. Well, we all make mistakes. If you've not seen XXX, what do you need to know? Well, it's about a Russian terrorist group called Anarchy 99, led by a guy named Yorgi who plans to unleash a biochemical weapon via a solar-powered submarine. When do you find that out? In the last 10 minutes. So what does the NSA do? Well, Sam Jackson, with a scarred face, done by a teenager who worked in a Halloween store, decides to recruit the only man capable of stopping this plan. That is, right, extreme sports star Xander Cage. Xander goes undercover with Anarchy 99, where he gets the hots for Yorgi's girlfriend and attempts to stop the terrorist plot. Boy, oh boy, and that doesn't even touch the surface. This movie is over 2 hours. Holy cow. And it spawned 3 films. 3 films, only 2 with Vin Diesel. But oddly, it's the first and the third one, so that's even more bizarre. Tonight, we're going to break down everything about this film. It is our last film of Extreme Summer. And we have an extreme sports expert with us tonight. She is my co-host. Please welcome June Diane Raphael.
Oh, my word. I'm upset. I just talked to our special guest that's coming out about how long this movie was.
Yeah.
And I watched it in 1.25 speed.
Wow, okay, and that's something that I recommend to everybody.
I know.
And how did you enjoy it?
I started listening to you after 20-odd years.
You know, I'll take it.
Well, it's so funny listening to Vin in the trailer. I was like, oh gosh, of course, this is his cadence, which is right here. Thank God. It was so much more palatable. He was great. He was really good at my speed.
Speed him up a little bit.
He's great.
Speed him up a little bit. Well, you know what, June? I'm so excited to end tonight's Extreme Summer with this film, but more importantly with this guest. Now, if you are a fan of How Did This Get Made, you know that this guest is a How Did This Get Made all-star. But he also loves when the bodies hit the floor. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Rob Huebel!
Wow.
Welcome, Rob.
Wow. Good to be in the Xander zone.
The only place I want to be in summer is in the Xander zone.
You know, let's start with Xander for a second. And I'm sorry if you said this, and Rob and I were talking back, so I'm sorry if you said this, but about 5 minutes into the movie, I was like, oh, Xander's an extreme sports addict. This
Addict.
is, well, I don't know. I think they all extreme sports people are, but I
Addicts.
don't know. They're addicted to the thrill. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I don't know. I mean, this part seems like it was written for an 18-year-old.
Yes.
And I genuinely don't think you can compete in extreme sports past the age of 20.
No, not even 20, I don't think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
for tweens.
Yes.
It also
It's for kids. It's for little kids.
Yes.
It also posits a world in which if you are good at one extreme sport, you're good at them all.
All of them.
Like, it's like, yeah, he is good at skateboarding, snowboarding, car racing, parachuting. Like, it's like he bought the full package, which I do think is weird. But to your point about the youth of it all, when he goes back to his house after the party, he is met by men, old men. Sports stars, yes, but they are old men. It's like, doesn't feel youthful at all.
Beside in the car, well, I don't want to jump ahead, but in that
can.
car, Tony Hawk is in the car.
Yeah.
And then are the other guys also famous?
There are
people?
a
Should I know
handful of
who they-
famous people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Tony Hawk, Colin McKay, and Mike Vallely, and Matt Hoffman and Rick Thorne. They're
Matt
at
Hoffman,
the party, and they're all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm glad that's great. It's great for them. I just
Now, do you think those guys in their lives have an addiction problem to adrenaline? And
I'm going to be so for real. I find people who are interested in extreme sports to be very strange. I find
Wait,
Alex
interested in it or doing it?
doing it.
Okay.
I find the free solo guy to be very strange. I
Well, that
think
guy
this
that's not
is
nice. That's not nice.
I think this is weird. I think it's weird. And by the way, can I say, because it happened in the opening frames of the movie, when he's parachuting off the bridge on the car, I don't even, but nobody looks cool parachuting. Honestly,
parachuting's
unless
not
you're
cool.
like liberating Europe from the Nazis,
Right.
I think you look foolish.
I think that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say.
It's hard. It's hard to look
There's
cool.
no way, like
Yeah.
snowboarding, all
And-
the other stuff, but
I guess I'm also imagining that it's a real glide. It's a real glide. There seems to be too many parachutes, like too much safety in those parachutes. I feel like in the 1940s, when you're parachuting in, it's like we don't know if we'll make it to the ground.
It's too safe. It's
Yeah,
too safe.
Yeah.
Well, that
You're
was
right,
the
there's
famous.
actually
That
nothing
was the
extreme
famous
about
L.A. bridge. That was the L.A. bridge, the L.A. gorge.
That he's jumping off now. So Xander Cage, not only extreme athlete, but also a YouTube star.
They don't say YouTube, but they recognize him from his videos, I guess.
and the internet is alive and well, I think, according to Eve. The internet is a
yes,
thing.
It's
Yes.
2003, so there is the
Okay, so
internet.
But why are the cameras
internet
on the
is alive.
car this big?
I don't know.
There's
The
so-
rigs on the cameras.
There's something so funny. That car. So Xander Cage rips off a car from, and this is what I was writing about. Like, there's some choices in this movie that are so fucking dumb. It's like he's
a senator's car.
a state senator who's not even state senator. He's running for it because when the state senator's car is stolen, he goes, yeah. He says his name. It's like Dick Butterfield, and then he goes, I'm running for state senator. It's like,
His bumper sticker on his car says skateboarding is a crime, so you know he's not cool.
It's like, so you have a guy who's not even fully even elected, but he is running for state senator. His car gets stolen. They rig it with all these cameras. The car crashes into the ravine. He parachutes out. And then they have to do the most weird editing where his buddies in the other car, the follow car, like oddly have gotten the cameras off the crashed car within seconds. And then they ADR in a line where Vin Diesel's like, you guys get the cameras? Like, no, the car fucking
it
blew
didn't
up.
make sense.
It's done. The cameras didn't, like, the cameras needed their own little parachutes.
But the cameras, I actually thought for sure. Okay, so it's 2003 you said, or
Yeah,
2004?
2002.
I thought for sure those camera boxes. Like when Christopher Nolan talks about filming the Odyssey and that big box they had to put around it, and they were using mirrors to do coverage because the other actors.
Yeah.
That's what those cameras looked like. They were. I was like, oh, surely they must be doing something else other than filming.
Well, here's the thing. Xander has not only set up a camera to record the fall, but he set up 2 cameras so he could have a different, like a cut to. Like, because it's like one camera is like from the passenger seat and one is just hitting him from the driver's seat. So like neither of them are getting the action of the stunt. It's only
So
for
you're
him to
saying
narrate the
there's
stunt.
no wide shot?
I mean, the wide shot is by the friends on the bridge, but I'm like, if you're going to rig up your car, you don't need to be like, I'm going to jump this off, Dick. Anyway, so let me tell you, Dick, we don't need the turn. Like, you know.
You told me to watch this movie like an hour ago,
Yes.
which was very stressful. Very stressful, and it's so long. It's the longest action movie I've ever seen.
It's the longest movie I've ever seen.
I haven't seen The Odyssey, but this is certainly longer than The Odyssey.
You should see.
Absolutely.
You got to see this in 70mm IMAX.
But I was watching it on Amazon. No big deal. I can afford it. And it does a thing where it kept popping up like fun facts about like.
Well, you have to initiate it. It doesn't do it. It's not sentient.
You asked for
every
that,
now and then
Rob.
I
You
would
put
click on
on
it. And but for the bridge thing, it said they used 18 cameras to film that crash over the bridge. And
Worth it.
That seems excessive to me. 18 cameras.
But yeah, I mean, like, so he is a cool dude who's known for not only extreme sports, but extreme pranks.
And this is the problem I had.
Tricks.
Yes,
Is it tricks?
Oh, yeah.
Tricks.
If the state senator was up to something like truly nefarious and like truly harming communities.
We're 2 minutes into the movie.
But I'm serious,
we have fucking so far to go.
I know, but it's the introduction of Xander. If they had introduced him as somebody who like doesn't always go about it the right way, but whose heart is always in the right place, I would have been on board for this guy. But he is so upset about skateboarding and what the senator said about violent video games, which I was like, I do think the state senator is right. I worry about violent video games, actually. So I was on his side.
You're part of the problem, June. You're part of the fucking problem.
Why do you care about what's going on with this senator? It felt so strange.
I feel like this is a movie that comes out in 2002 that feels like it's attacking like Al Gore and Tipper Gore era like thing. Remember when they put on like CDs? That's how old I am. Like where it was like parental advisory lyrics. Like that was a big thing that like Tipper Gore. This is how old it is.
Music.
Like Matt, the audience, like I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't.
That is
I vaguely remember that.
He is like attacking something that feels like in 2002. I don't think we were talking about skateboarding as a crime.
Nobody has ever said skateboarding is a crime. That's never happened.
But he goes, you say that we're learning the wrong things in violent video games, but where else are we going to learn? I guess, yeah, sure, say that, Ben.
But he just comes off as such an asshole.
It's also like so lame that they... I mean, I guess I get it.
Can you explain to me, because now this is minute 3, Rob, so we are moving forward. So can you explain to me...
I'm just exhausted.
No, I know. There's ways to go. Eve runs this underground, and I was happy to see her. And
I forgot she was in there.
Yeah, I recognize her by the tattoos. I
very
love
brief
this.
role, yeah.
You know, Eve runs an underground video platform service.
So she's running like
exactly?
an independent YouTube.
But she's
Doesn't
his
that sound-
girlfriend, question mark? Because she says, after this, go to Bora Bora, get some girls, do whatever you want with them. I don't care.
Well, I think she's saying that, Rob, not because she wants to be with him, but because she wants him to get her those videos. Now, yesterday. In fact, and then after that, he can go relax. What is her service? What is her service?
I mean, look, I've got a lot of questions about who's paying rent in this house because at this point, I don't think there were ads on videos. So, I mean, like, this is, by the way...
Do you think she's just handing out DVDs and getting paid for them?
So she's like a person out on 42nd Street being like, extreme stunts. Who got what extreme stunts? Extreme stunts?
What is her business?
I
don't know the business model. I don't know the business model.
But here's the thing, again, this to me is the same problem that Euphoria has, which is like a 40-year-old man writing about like high school kids. This feels like a guy who saw kids skateboarding once, like, I got it. Like, I understand this world. Because this is like one of the first lines that he says, like, listen to Vin Diesel describe his trick, or they ask him about his trick.
Yo. What is up with that crazy trick that we've been hearing about? Pull that?
Like Superman's seat grab barrel roll?
Word.
Yo, what's up with that crazy trick?
We've
You
been
my Superman speed bag, whatever. I didn't know.
Speedbag barrel roll.
So he does get found by the NSA. Now the NSA in this movie, I'm fascinated by. Yes, they live in we have an establishing shot of DC, and then quickly leave DC to go to a weird mountain range so it's a secret base, but they also do have like a nice observation deck built into the side of the mountain. So it doesn't seem intuitive to have a secret base that also has a deck and a patio. They then take an elevator down.
Do we ever find out how Samuel L. Jackson knows about him?
He's
about
watching the
Xander?
Eve's videos.
Is he getting them from Eve?
He may have bumped into her in the street one time, got one of those DVDs.
But are all the other guys that are being recruited by the NSA, are they also extreme athletes?
Great question,
Thank you.
Rob.
Thank you.
Great question.
I think some of them are, like, some of them just straight, like, he is grouped as, like, a thug and a ne'er-do-well because when he gets sent on that first mission, those two dudes
to Colombia.
Right.
Colombia.
Where the one guy starts pulling cocaine off the bush. He goes, cocaine, you know how much this is worth on the street?
He's
packing
ripping
his
it
pockets
off
with
a plant.
leaves from the cocoa plant.
And the next scene you see, they both are carrying giant sacks of cocaine, like it's like rice bags of it over their arms. Like, even if you got out of this situation, how would you transport it? Like, it's too much cocaine.
Here's my big issue, though. Like, I didn't feel like we saw enough extreme sports.
Oh.
Call this XXX. First of all, I don't consider driving, even fast driving, extreme sports.
I agree.
Okay.
That's
I
a
agree.
different category.
Let's break
I'll
down.
break it down. When he grabbed that waiter's giant silver tray, the sort of banquet tray.
Wait a second.
And he skateboarded down the railing.
Snowboarded!
Well, you can't snowboard
That
when it's
wasn't snow.
Yeah.
That was like, okay, that's extreme. That's extreme.
No.
When he snowboarded.
First of all, it's not an extreme sport. It's an interesting way of using a silver tray. Because it's not
Also,
like
use
no
the-
one is like in the silver tray games. It's like,
Well,
you know,
I didn't know though. I was like, oh, are we going to see the triple barrel? Is that move?
I think that's when his motorcycle jumps 155 feet in the air with no ramp, and then he's able to slide off the back of it, grab its tail end, take a gun out and shoot, and then get back on the seat of the motorcycle. I think that's
motorcycle work.
That's a Superman.
Wait, are we allowed to just jump around wherever we want?
We're allowed to do whatever we fucking want.
What are the rules?
This is extreme
so
podcasting.
extreme. It's so extreme.
We don't follow plot, man. We follow vibe.
Well, I skipped over something I wanted to ask a question
Sure.
about, which is, does the NSA have the budget for fake diners?
Okay, well, I'm going
production
to...
value.
Because he wakes up in a fake diner.
Love this. I love
But
this.
does some detective work. He clocks a waitress wearing high heels.
Yes.
And they weren't that high.
They were not that high.
And I will say it felt to me like when you first see it, it's like, oh, is this a fat joke? I don't like this.
Yeah.
And then they like justify it. It's not a fat joke. Actually, joke's on you.
Yeah, you're the asshole.
You're a fucking asshole, not... Andrew Cage is cool, man. But I'm like, no, I think you made that joke. I don't know. I didn't like that. I felt like he was sizing her up a little bit weird, looking at those ankles.
But that's a very dangerous scenario for the NSA, a government agency, to construct. I mean, like, they don't know that Xander's not going to kill the guy. He happened to smash the guy,
With a
his head
coffee
into
pot.
a coffee pot.
Which is going to fuck up his face. Like, who's that guy? It's like, how did you do this? How did you get your face all messed
Sweetheart, what happened?
up? Well, you know that fake diner he built at work? I was used as a criminal. I got my face bashed. Oh, you didn't even... Like, it's the worst injury to get. He didn't even get it in service of anything.
That was just like, you passed the test.
And it seems like there's a lot of tests. So
There's
that's
a
not
lot
even
of tests.
So many tests.
I mean, I even have a thing about the NSA before that, which is the NSA, when you go down that elevator, a lot of CGI, great CGI, right out of your favorite...
Early CGI.
Right out of your favorite Sega
Early
Genesis
ops.
games, CGI. The NSA seems to be broken up into 4 distinct doors that highlight different areas of the map. So whatever room you go in, that's what you're dealing with. So it's like, I'll go in the Russia room. And that's what they're dealing with. And I was like, do they separate it by region like that?
Listen.
The NSA is like, yeah, that's our Russia room. We have an Australia room. It's not very busy. We can't even afford a diner. We get a hot dog stand. But they seem to have a big budget. They're also hiring James Bond. I mean, that's the joke. The opening joke is James Bond gets killed. Because James Bond, he's not a superhero for our time. He fucking wears a tux, that turd. And it's like, well, I don't think that James Bond's like, he's not like Superman. He doesn't wear tux everywhere. He wears a tux to play like Baccarat at a casino.
Places that are appropriate to wear a tux.
Yeah. They make it like, this guy. And I don't know. I thought they did James Bond dirty.
Well, I have another quick question, and I don't know if anyone would have the answer to this in this room, but how many times do they cut to the fucking neck tattoo as a way into the next segment? Like, what are we doing? Every segment is like close up on his neck, pull out, now we're in Colombia. Like, I know what the movie is, but literally they do it like 7 or 8 times.
It's to remind the audience, this guy is extreme. By the way, the title of this movie, XXX, what a terrible title for anyone who has to ever Google anything.
You're telling me I had to Google this an hour ago, and I'm like, XXX movie. I got very distracted. That's why I'm sitting cross-legged.
By the way, eagle-eyed people will point out that tattoo disappears quite a bit in the film.
Amazon kept telling me that. They're like, here's a goof. The neck tattoo disappears.
That's a big fucking goof when it's the only way to describe your character. I liked when this guy is an extreme sports addict, as June would say. He is brought to Colombia. He's never done a secret mission. He's seemingly never been tortured, never used a gun, but now he is hanging up by his hands, getting tortured by Danny Trejo. And this guy doesn't miss a fucking beat.
Not at all.
He's doing stand-up. He's doing insult comedy. This guy is Matt Rifing Danny Trejo right out of the gate.
Danny Trejo also holds up the dullest blade in the world. It's like clearly a rubber blade. And then he punches him and Xander spins around. He punches him so hard.
Does Xander say it smells like blood? Yeah.
He does, yeah.
He
It
does.
smells like real blood.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is not afraid of anything. And I like him. I like him a lot. But then he breaks out of that place, and this is where we find his special motorcycle that I literally was like, how high can it jump? Because it jumps over fences, it jumps over watchtowers.
Oh, it hit a little incline, like secret, like bridge, and went fucking over a barn. It went so vertical as the 3 or 4 helicopters shot up the barn and exploded all of the cocaine in the world.
Well,
that's why cocaine is so expensive.
that motorcycle also lifted up with no incline many times. Just no ramps. Just lifted up and then went sideways through a gap in the barbed wire and then landed down.
I was playing it as you were talking so we could just see how much he is jumping. And that's a motorcycle left at a cartel's, like the exterior of a cartel. Like there's not like
That's just
not
for
a
them to
souped
ride
up.
around in the fields. Like,
At what point didn't you think? I couldn't understand the geography of this cocaine compound, but it seemed like he was driving away from it and then just turned around and came right on back.
What was the mission? The mission is
The mission
go
was
there and do cocaine?
The mission was to get out of there and then get back in if you could.
It seemed like they kept on testing him on things that would never come up on the mission that he was sent off to do.
I think there they were testing, will you go back to get your fallen
comrades,
I think.
But is that part of he doesn't need to get...
You're right, because he does go back for his friend that he met on the C-17 on the way there.
By the way, why did they have them exit the plane that way?
I live for this shit!
They get pulled out it's a bungee cord that leads directly to land. It's just bam. There's no air that they go into. Why don't they? By the way,
push them out of the plane.
Yeah. Make it an extreme sport. They don't. It's the plane seems very low.
Put them on rollerblades. Let them rollerblade out the back.
Okay, I guess he is in a motor. I guess that motorcycle work was pretty extreme. And obviously the snowboarding, I'm jumping ahead, Rob, don't freak out. The snowboarding, trying to out-snowboard an avalanche. And I know you ski, Rob. Do you snowboard?
I don't snowboard.
Okay.
Please don't hold that against me.
Okay. That's
But
all right.
Rob, I just you didn't say anything. But Rob is a parachutist.
I did skydive. I did.
You did?
In college, I was a member of the skydiving club.
Oh, that's...
Until my parents found out.
Wow. Did you consider yourself extreme?
This was before extreme was even a word.
Got it. Well, I'm so sorry if I offended you before by what I said.
I've been sitting here seething. Wait, what were you going to say about the snowboarding or the avalanche?
Well, okay, so when he's snowboarding, that's pretty extreme, okay? It's a death wish. I mean, what he does is...
He makes it extreme.
He makes it extreme. It's insane. And by the way, my favorite part of this movie is he does all these things and none of them work. And after every sequence, there's some of the bad guys are there, we're right here. And he's like... I laughed so hard. But... other than that, and when he goes down the railing on the caterer's silver platter, the catering platter, driving is not extreme.
Okay. I'll give you that.
What other ways?
I would argue that with that GTO. Well, we're skipping ahead again. I don't want to break the rules.
But there's no other way. This is my main complaint with the movie. Otherwise, it was perfect. There's no... He doesn't use any of his skills to solve this, honestly, a crisis that's about to hit humanity.
It could end the world.
That's all.
There were going to be poison gas bombs, missiles shot at every big city. Hamburg.
I'm so upset
Prague.
about when I finally figured out what the mission was. I was so angry. But I do have one thing that you haven't talked about that's extreme.
What's extreme?
Well, take a look.
Yes.
Oh, extreme fucking.
Oh. Look at his tongue. This poor actress.
The things I'm gonna do for my country.
Extreme sex.
By the
He's
way,
such a gentle kisser. That's the one thing that made me laugh.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We need to talk about these kissing scenes.
Yeah.
We need to talk about what is happening between these two actors. He kisses, is it Asia Argento?
Yes.
The first time he kisses her, when she says, I hope you liked it, that will never happen again. It was so gross. It was so gross. That's the only way. He takes his fucking huge mouth and shoves it on her, but then just kind of smears her face.
Paul said it was gentle.
I think he is gentle because he's got such a hard edge, but gentle lips. There's a moment.
Gentle lips, slow tongue.
Because he is Because
They're both kissing different parts of each other's mouth.
It's
extreme kissing, man. By the way, I was so I'm still caught in the first scene where girl's like, "You should come work for me." He's like, "All right, I will." And he kisses a stranger on the lips.
I don't
She
remember
loves
that.
it.
In front of his girlfriend.
Is that
in front
his
of
girlfriend?
Eve is his
I think they're in a
wife.
situationship.
His
Eve
wife
is
of
a business affiliate. He's just
a
doing
multi-level marketing
Yes.
operation.
But his kid.
I did feel bad for that actress who has
I
no
did too.
lines.
I did
who
too.
They're in the world's
God.
biggest Airbnb.
They're just moving around from fortress to fortress in this movie.
They're in a fucking castle, and the main bad guy, what's his name?
Yorgi.
Yorgi is like, yes, the previous owners decided to move out. I'm like, okay.
Information that plays no part of anything.
I know. I mean, later on, I was like, are they dead? Are they, I don't know.
What happened?
I don't
There's
know.
so many little facts like that. And at one point, there's such a treasure trove of information that Xander finds out about his whole crew, where their ranks were, what their birthdays are, what cars they drive. And they go, how'd you get this information? He's like, you'd be surprised how much vodka will get these guys talking. It's like, so wait, did this guy do a shot of tequila? And you're like, give me that guy's birthday. What's that guy's birthday? What's that guy's birthday? What's that guy's birthday? All right, and he was in the what army?
What's his
And
birthday?
what position
What's
was he
his
in?
mother's? The fucking computer program shows their parents' names.
And then he goes home. He's like, type.
Bank account, bank account, bank account.
How did he has banking numbers. He has PIN numbers.
But that's where, as we were saying over there, I thought that was the end of the movie. When he goes to meet
Oh, honey.
Sam Jackson at the opera rehearsal, the NSA has a front row seat to
Rob,
any opera rehearsal.
But Rob, you know that if half of your face is a scar, you have to love opera. Come on. There's no other. You have to.
I love that also it's like, why do I have to come in early? We don't have a matinee today. It's a Tuesday. Well, the NSA's here. We gotta do the full opera. And that reeked to me of they couldn't afford all the extras. So they were like, well, just shoot it. But no one will
All
be
the
there.
extras were in that club.
The Tesla coil club? The club that is made of Tesla coils. I love it. Give me a
Okay.
cool club, but those Tesla coils are too big and it feels very dangerous.
Did we also? This is going way back. I'm
this
so
is
sorry.
extreme.
This is an extreme
narration.
rewind.
Okay.
Watch.
But-
this is the whole plot of the movie. Extreme sports guy gets recruited, saves the world. That's it. We can go back and forth all
I
night.
did love seeing Rammstein perform live. That was in the opening thing at his party. That was Rammstein. I don't know who the Tesla coil guys were. I'm sure that's someone.
They were
famous
the
in
openers.
Czechoslovakia or whatever.
Okay, here's my main issue. So we move away from extreme sports, and he sort of becomes like a gadget guy, which seemed not totally in line with his character. But I guess he was into tricking out his car and okay, fine.
Remember those great
Fine,
cameras
fine,
he built?
That's true. That's true. Fine. But then at a certain point, he is outside the compound, one of the compounds, the basement area. And he sees what they are doing, which is creating a missile that's going to drop some sort of poisonous gas and kill 10 million people. And he is watching through his X-ray glasses.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
The best scene
and
in the
we'll
entire
talk
movie.
about those X-ray glasses.
The penetrators.
In a second.
The penetrators.
But instead of, because of course, Yorgi then keeps all the scientists inside. And I know, by the way, that these scientists were planning on killing people. It's like, these aren't great people, fine. But Vin Diesel, these are elderly men, watches.
They're not elderly. They had white hair. some people with white hair are fucking cool.
It's a room full of Steve Martins, that's all.
He watches them die. A
But-
group of them, the most miserable deaths,
And-
and does nothing.
But June, wait.
I couldn't believe it.
My favorite part of that was, yes, he's doing all of that. But the way it is shot is he is having those binoculars in front of a brick wall. So he is like, so the wide is just him on his knees staring at a brick wall.
This.
And we already know that he has the option of seeing them naked. He could have watched their like naked dongs die.
Why doesn't he do anything? I mean, this man is really. I really had a problem with that. He stands by and watches them all die.
He could make a movie. He was outnumbered, June. He was outnumbered.
Okay.
It's also a pretty ballsy move by the bad guy to shoot off the toxic gas missile in the laboratory.
But wait, now this is what I was so confused by. It seemed like it went out, or like it shot into the roof, and then I thought, oh, did it go out into the world? No, it just kind of crashed into the roof.
Yeah.
And then it
was
just
slippery stuff. I don't know.
It can,
I don't know how
it can only be dissolved by water. It has to go deep
Right.
underwater.
Deep water.
Deep
water.
Deep
And by
water.
the way-
as deep as whatever that river is.
that apparently.
Canal.
There's a lot of deep rivers in Czechoslovakia.
By the
Okay,
way,
but my
he
favorite
definitely
part-
swallowed a lot of. He swallowed a lot of that poison. Like, because you're telling me he's going underwater. He took a little bit of a gulp of that poison.
Oh, he sure did. That's why when he got out, he was so kind of Bora Bora and so kind of like. He was
By the way,
so
I did
out
think
of
it was. I thought it was the funniest thing. Like, you know, your James Bond moment. Like, he comes up from the water. He's like, "Ugh, brr, brr, I'm so cold. I'm so cold." Brr."
He was shivering. He was also shivering so loud. And I'm jumping ahead. But she heard him. She was on the other side of the bridge. Sam Jackson is consoling her on the death of her boyfriend of 2 days, telling her that she can now come to America because he's a man of his word. I think I hear some shivering.
I know that shiver. Here's what's so weird because okay, there's so many just weird. The sexuality of this movie is very disturbing.
Thank you.
Okay, it's very strange. And when they first introduce those X-ray glasses, and he sees one of the NSA agents like getting ready to target shoot
The lady
agent. What's so strange about this film is that they stay on the skeleton.
Thank you.
For so
Thank you for saying that.
for so long,
I was
like
so
ooh,
ready.
baby.
After I
Your exoskeleton.
Googled XXX movie, I was so ready to see a naked lady.
You're not going to.
They showed like 4 frames of her buttocks, and then they go to a dead skeleton lady.
It was so strange. Like, and they were.
Here it is. I'm just gonna go back.
That's Melania, right?
There she is.
I'm almost certain that's Melania.
Woman.
Well, here's the other thing too. You would see under the bra, right? It wouldn't be like, oh yeah, this has one function that just gets you to underwear, and then one function that gets below underwear, and then one function that's fucking skeleton, maybe. Like, it's like, I don't even understand how technology would even work to be like, you want the underwear mode? We got the PG-13 version of these goggles out there too. Like, that's the
So
thing.
strange. And he just seemed so into the skeleton version of her.
I-
It was so
Ooh,
weird.
nice femur.
So weird.
Yeah, I
I
clocked
want to
that
kiss it with my
also.
big lips.
Yeah. Oh, she's got osteoporosis.
There is something very strange about. I can't remember the character's name who comes up with all the gadgets. Whoever that guy was.
Shavers.
Shavers.
I'll tell you
Great
why.
part.
I'll tell you
Great
why
part.
I remember that. That's a part that I would want.
1,000.
in
Me
the
too.
Movie. I was so jealous of Shavers, I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
What happened to Shavers?
But Shavers has to be more annoying than Xander, and I feel like that Xander is really like abrasive. So it's like we got to make this guy more of an asshole. And he's like, "Yeah, dude, you fucking love this, man. Check out this cool bullets, dude." He's yelling. He's like, and like he compliments Xander by going like, "Oh, Xander is more palatable based on Shavers."
Yeah.
Like, you got to jack it up, buddy, so we like our lead more.
Also, Shavers spent way too much time developing such an assortment of different types of tranquilizer darts. There's
many.
Like 6 different kinds.
Many.
There's one that just has red paint, or as Xander says, mostly red paint. And then there's like one that's like knocks you out. And then there's a couple that are like
really
hollow
weird.
tip, like cop killer bullets. Like
all of them were odd though, and especially when they're the sequence where he's leaving one of the compounds and he's like blowing up all of their motorcycles and their cars so they can't find him, and he puts on the Band-Aids. It's supposed to be so cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna blow some shit up, and I'm like, I have those Band-Aids.
Doesn't he also go like this? He goes, "These Band-Aids, man, they're fucking C4, fucking Band-Aid." He goes, "Band-Aids." It's like, no, they're not. They're not Band-Aids. He just told you they're fucking C4s.
But
fucking don't need Band-Aids. Like, it's like.
But why were they?
Why were they? Why
were they Band-Aids?
Because
though?
like, and this is how I thought of it. Like, like he's like, "Oh no, Yorgi, you got a paper cut? Let me put this on you." And then boom.
There's never a reason to surprise someone with a Band-Aid.
No adult needs a Band-Aid put on very quickly.
Not asked for, no.
I also feel like this is just a very small detail, but there was another bad guy that said that he likes smoking so much that he, because Xander is very pro-health for some reason. Even though he's into extreme sports and risking his life for dumb reasons all the time, the guy that smokes, as everyone does in Europe, he shits on that guy really hard a couple times, and the guy goes like, "I love smoking so much, I would smoke in my sleep," which of course comes back to bite him later with the heat-seeking missile.
And we all know that heat-seeking missiles are picking up the intense heat signature of a cigarette.
Is a heat-seeking... All right. Do heat-seeking missiles... It posits that they just want to seek the hottest thing around. Is that how they work?
Again,
right? Is that how they work? And that other guy programmed it for him. He's like, program it. And he programs it. I'm like, to what setting?
I also like... The movie is like
they make a there's like a 5
cigar. I only have cigar on here. It's a cigarette, man. Ah!
Also, that smoking guy looks so much like Elon Musk that when he got killed,
crazy.
I was like, yeah,
it was crazy stuff. Oh my God.
I also just think like it was like. Are we that dumb? And like they really drove it in, like because even with the cigarette thing, doesn't he go like, "I told you that would kill you"? Like he keep on smoking, it'll kill you. I did it. You see, I'm the one who killed you for smoking.
Also, this is another just small detail, but like the solar powered submarine was the ricketiest fucking prop. So, like, there's one point where they get on it, and you're like. They just spray painted that. Like, it's like so wobbly.
Wait, it was solar powered? But it was in a basement the entire time.
It's solar powered. Ahab.
Why would you make it solar powered when your entire plan for world domination is relying on?
He says all it has to do is go underwater, come up to get some sun, and do its business. Which sounds like it takes big shits. Like a dog?
What? I also like... I'm not going to be here to poke holes in this movie.
No, let's not do that. Let's not do that.
But the bad guy's plan is to launch one of these all over the world.
Oh, so everything goes away,
But it doesn't like at least in Goldfinger, it's like, oh, I'm gonna wreck the world's gold supply, and then I'm the only person who has gold, so I will become super rich. Oh, I'm gonna do this one thing, and then I will benefit. But what he creates is just a world of like chaos and
Anarchy 99. I think that's
and by
the
the
idea.
way, I do think that they once your villain is like an anarchist, it's like we don't have to fucking tell you anything about anything.
We're so extreme. It's just like whatever.
It's just like whatever.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I also was thinking in my head that this plan is a couple years behind schedule because they were Anarchy 99 and it's Anarchy 2002. Like I'm like. We had big plans. 99 was supposed to be. We're working on it.
Y2K kind of set us back.
Like we didn't update the year, okay? We were because Anarchy 03 doesn't sound cool. 02 sounds weird. Anarchy 2 is not cool.
Can I ask a question about the extent of the love affair between Xander and Yelena? Like, why? Why do we give a shit about their... When did she at all indicate that she was into this? Like,
well, he can see what's going on in her eyes.
And that's without the binoculars.
From when she drove by, when he shot the guy.
She could see a look cross. And it was so quick, but
you are so smart. That's exactly what it was.
We were told that.
So the whole movie is based on their love and commitment because of that
one glance that he saw. And he saw her humanity.
Did you find it romantic when he goes, why don't you chisel a little bit off your heart? Like that was one of his like go-to lines. It's like, we could chisel off your heart. I just wrote down chisel off your heart, but I think that is...
She was eating some ice, and there was some sort of ice reference there. Yeah, and he goes, why don't you chisel it? Like, that's a pretty good way to attract ladies. It's like...
Absolutely.
Put them down. You put them down. They love it.
Absolutely. By the way... I did laugh at the very end when our main bad guy, Yergi, gets away on a speedboat and Xander's shooting at him with like a big gun, and he is a terrible shot. And I mean, not that I'm sure it's hard to do that, but after we've been told over and over that he's amazing at everything.
Yeah.
It was so satisfying to see, like, no, accept that.
And by the way,
that.
For all the tests that Gibbons are going to give him, like, why don't we give him a gun on one of the tests? Like, why don't we
never?
That might come up on a Secret Spy mission. The gun, maybe.
It's also like it felt like the day they shot that. How did you pronounce the bad guy's name?
Yergi.
You put a little bit more Y in it before.
Oh, did I?
But he gets shot and he bites down on like a blood capsule and there's just like a dribble of blood. But then his motorboat hits a mountain with the instantaneous explosion, like the biggest explosion I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know if a boat explodes that quickly.
It was carrying only gasoline. It was just a boat full of gasoline. Let's go to the crowd here, because obviously you might have some questions. All right. All right. Well, Pete, you brought the notebook, so let's see. Oh, you have a How Did This Get Made notebook, no less.
Notebook?
Oh, yeah. All right. So what do you got, Pete?
Oh.
So it kind of goes back to the villain's plan, and he talks about how that when they're going to be setting off this, no country's going to know, and they're all going to attack each other. But the Czech and the Americans both know this is going down. So then, in theory,
everybody
knows.
Yeah, they just tell
So
them.
what is the point?
Anarchy, baby.
Anarchy 99. All right. Tim, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I wanted to talk about the nature of the program. Sam,
The nature of the extreme sports. Okay.
Or this podcast.
this podcast.
What we do is we make fun of bad movies.
Samuel Jackson's idea has nothing to do with extreme sports. He goes into that big room and they say, nothing's working. And he says, that's because they can smell the training on these guys a mile away. We need the bottom of the barrel. We need the disreputables. And even though we don't know everything about all of them, I pulled 5 of their dossiers.
Wow. Where did you find this?
They're the ones that they do a close up on the screen. They're on for like 0.5 seconds.
Oh
So
my
you pause
Where
the
did they
screen?
come from?
Wow. Okay, this is amazing. All right.
Hold that up just so the audience can see.
He has copies. Oh,
fuck?
wow. Tim has brought copies.
God.
Wow. Can I have one just to look at?
Do you work for
He
the
has
NSA?
QR codes they can pass out. All right, so Tim, by the way, I was going to give out a prize tonight. I'm going to give you the prize.
Paul,
I'll
do
give
you
it
know
to
everyone's name in the audience?
Sometimes I do. All right, so you tell me. You are here.
All right, so I'm not going to read the whole thing, but you've got
Go
five.
ahead and read the whole thing.
You've got 5 candidates. One of them is an unemployed drifter who's known for armed robbery, and he was arrested in '84 for selling doses at a Grateful Dead concert. So not extreme. Not extreme. Also, in the other category, one of his details is that, according to his sister, he is a coward.
Please go to the top guy. Please go to the top right guy from whose last known location was Lake Peru. Please.
Well, this guy is kind of extreme. He's a disgraced former stuntman. He's been blackballed by every major film studio for his unpredictable on-set behavior and violent tirades against film directors. He was
I would
arrested.
watch this movie about him. I would.
So you've got a stuntman. Another guy is a heroin peddler. You've got... Yeah.
This guy.
Are you asking him if you can?
I know.
Tim, would it be cool if I borrowed the microphone?
I never let anyone take the mic, but I trusted you. This one where it just says, there's like things about them. It goes, hates to spend money. And this one, owes the Dallas district attorney a big favor.
So you got 4 guys. Maybe one of them is kind of extreme. But Samuel L. Jackson's plan is not to get extreme guys. It's to get like violent criminals who he can quote unquote program. So
We're
like
on
this last
strike 3.
Yeah. So this
XXX.
on this other guy's one of his details is that he is quote unquote very programmable. So Vin Diesel, out of all of the guys, is the only one that works. He's got XXX tattooed on his neck for the 3 strikes. They call him X. The whole reason the XXX program exists and the reason why it's based in extreme stunts is Xander Cage.
Wow.
All right, Tim.
You're going to get a prize. That's great.
All right.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. Okay, the thing is with Eve, because you guys were wondering what she did, that era was the time when like all of the like Bam Margera was selling his own tapes and stuff like that. So they would have recorded their own stuff and then sold it on like the black market and also at like Best Buy.
That's fine. I know that. And I understand that they would sell their own DVDs. Is she their manager? What is she? She seems to be compiling all of them or
So she's like the female version of the guy who did The Girls Gone Wild.
She's Joe Francis?
Francis?
She is the action version of Joe Francis.
Okay,
By the way,
now
no
I
further
understand.
questions. I love
No,
it.
now I understand. I got it. Thank you so much.
Rob Huebel and I have a picture with Joe Francis. One of the
Paul,
most
don't
regretted-
say that. We
Very
didn't
upset
know.
about it.
I,
We
I-
didn't
as they
know.
were taking, we
did
didn't
know.
We did not want to be in
We
that picture.
also have a
and
picture
then it
with
was
Spencer Pratt.
I know.
Yeah. But
We
when
didn't
Joe
know.
Francis
We
like
didn't know.
bombarded us, put his hands around us, and said, "Take a picture," I said, "We're going to regret this
Fuck.
for decades."
I know.
And yeah, I said, "Hopefully, no one will announce it in a crowded theater." All right, what is your question, sir?
I'm wondering, because we see that Samuel L. Jackson does a lot of tests for Vin Diesel. He puts together elaborate things.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, when he's on the beach, gently kissing the woman, he says, well, you passed the Gibbons test. Are we to believe that the test was just saving the world, or was this whole Yorgi thing maybe an elaborate ruse? And
Great.
that's what the Gibbons test was.
Great question.
So that's
Well, wait. So then
Well, there is a sequel.
there's 2.
2?
Yeah, 1. So the second movie, which we did here on the show, and you were here for,
Did I do?
Nah.
Was I here?
you were not here for
I
that.
was not here.
This is the first time I've met Xander Cage.
Well, technically,
Doesn't sound like it.
We did a whole other movie with this not me. Thank you.
Oh wait, she wasn't there? No. Oh, thank you, Tim.
I was feeling really crazy.
Was that
Tim?
That was Tim.
Who was there, Tim? Do you remember?
Tim, I want to go to like a party with you.
Okay, so it was me, Jason, and Adam Scott.
I wasn't there.
And he sang the second.
Of course.
I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at that great memory, Tim.
Tim, do you have my home address? I hope not.
All right. Hey, what's your name? What's your question?
My name's Jared, and I'm curious about the Potato Village.
Yes.
Yes. Those people had no reaction to the potatoes blowing up. They were just casually walking down the street going like...
Thank you.
Like, who are those hardcore guys?
Harvest of potatoes.
Yeah.
How are we going to get around this potato cart? I know what we'll do. We'll shoot the rocket launcher out of the GTO, blow up all the potatoes, and when he's driving away, the potatoes kept coming down. Those potatoes, I was like, oh, that was the whole year's worth of potatoes right there.
Check fries. All right. Son of Pete? Is this Son of Pete?
Yes, this is Son of Pete.
Son of Pete.
I would just like to... Can we talk about the amount of people that were fit into that tiny box on the mountain that he was trying to destroy with the avalanche? Oh, yeah. There were 20 people on those snowmobiles that just kept on just going.
Yeah, he got that little box and then he hangs on. Again, Xander Cage doesn't look cool a lot because he hangs on to that little...
That was fucking so cool.
That was extreme, babe.
Paul...
Whoa!
There we go.
He just... That was so extreme.
Very extreme.
For the listener, Paul just hopped up on the stage.
Fucking do
Xander.
push-ups. I'll do anything. Oh, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the avalanche, the self-induced biggest avalanche ever.
Which...
No, because, okay, so there's no way you could ever... You're never able to train for a situation like that.
I don't think so.
Well, if maybe sometimes you have a little silver tray, you can practice. You can practice your snowboarding.
But he takes 2 grenades. Also, I should point out that Amazon told me that when he's snowboarding, sometimes he's snowboarding goofy and sometimes he's snowboarding not goofy. I guess 2 different stuntmen. But so he throws the grenades behind him very casually, causes the fucking biggest avalanche ever made to take out an antenna which is sitting by a road. Drive your car up to the antenna and push the antenna over.
I thought he was trying to get away from those guys. That's what he was doing? As you say it, I'm like, it does.
Am I wrong?
Seem
Son
like
of... Sorry, whose son are you? Son of Pete. It's hard to... I don't know the family. I don't know everybody's name, I'll be honest. I know Tim because he knows where I live, but... Son of Pete, wasn't he trying to take out that radio tower?
He was trying to take out the whole building because it was the communication building.
The communications building, yeah.
Why couldn't he have just thrown the grenades at it?
The youth are going to save us.
Just
the youth will
Son
save
of Pete says, shouldn't he have just thrown the grenades at the building?
No reason to skydive out of a plane flown by the skeleton lady. The skeleton lady can fly a C-17. He skydives out of that on a snowboard and then lands on top of the mountain, goes all the way down the mountain, and then stops on a cliff, causes a giant avalanche to take out the communications bunker that he could have just...
Communications in quotes. We don't know. Yeah. What was...
Here's another question. Why not, if you did want to create an avalanche, why not throw it forward?
Right. Why? Right. Right. Throw it forward so you don't have it chase you. You get off to the side and you go.
You can let it clear all of the snow from the last 1,000 years, and then you safely walk down.
That's what
Oh,
James
man.
Bond would do, that fucking wimp, that nerd.
Man.
I'm going to get into some specifics about this movie in a second, but I will tell you this much. Obviously, we have an opinion about this movie. There are people out there with a different opinion. It is now time for Second Opinions.
Hello, I am Jennifer.
Yes.
Bear with me since this is a cappella. He's on a snowboard. He's sliding down. Samuel L. Jackson is watching all the explosions. Won't take off the coat. 'Cause fur is awesome. It's awesome. Whoa! XXX is so fire.
Amazing.
Yes.
Great job.
This is why people move to LA.
I love it.
They want to get into the biz.
By the way,
we didn't talk about the code.
We didn't talk about the code.
We didn't talk about
we,
the
we
coat.
should have fucking started with the coat.
We really should have.
Was that his coat that he brought to the Czech Republic, or did they give that to him to go undercover?
Well, I don't think he packed anything for this trip. It looked so right on him, and it looked like he felt so himself in it that I don't know.
I can promise you that Vin Diesel has that coat in his home right now.
Yeah.
And probably wears it out like 5 nights a week.
Well,
It's
to me,
so
what I
right.
think happened in that coat is like, he was in that movie and be like, that coat is fucking ridiculous. And then he was like, oh, people like my coat. And then, because then we came back in XXX3, he's like, I got to bring back the coat. And people are like, no. People didn't like, it wasn't because it was cool. It didn't work. But he embraced it in a weird way. But I honestly think it looks good.
I thought it looks great on him. Now, at one point,
But he stands out more than a
also,
cop.
Absolutely. At one point, she's also wearing a crazy coat that I thought that's a robe. But it wasn't. It was a coat.
Sometimes
And it was wild to see them.
Isn't a coat a robe?
No.
So a coat can't be a robe.
A coat isn't like an outdoor robe.
No?
What's
a trench coat?
Isn't a
trench coat an outdoor robe? Hold on, Tim.
Oh, Tim has something to say.
I'm sorry, we've had this conversation. She was totally there. I got confused. She wasn't there on Hobbs and Shaw. You guys have had this coat conversation. She said it's a coat like 10 times and everyone ignored her. She's like, it's a coat, you guys, it's a coat. And you guys wouldn't listen to her.
And then they have this whole entrance for him in this jacket.
Yes.
Then
that he
even
wears
weirder.
in the rain,
It's
which
a
is
coat.
also
It's
the
a
worst
coat.
jacket to wear in the rain.
No, they're terrible.
He then also has like 3 other very weird jackets.
Yeah.
They're coats, you guys. They're all coats.
Oh my God, Tim,
nobody likes a time traveler.
Wow.
I have to admit, Tim, I was a little worried because when I saw the title XXX in my calendar, I thought, this seems familiar. But I didn't question it further. And but when Paul said we did it on the podcast just now, I thought, uh-oh, Schedeo. And but then you said it so confidently that I wasn't there. Oh, well.
I'm looking
okay.
right here on Reddit. Yep, you were here, June.
Fuck.
The return of Xander Cage with Paul, June, Jason,
know what to
and
say.
Adam Scott.
Well, Tim didn't remember, and I didn't either.
And he's a time traveler.
Oh my gosh. All right, well, let's get back to Amazon reviews here. This movie gets an average rating of 4.6 out of 5 stars.
What?
78% of the reviews are 5-star reviews, and they're not ironic. Patricia O writes, Vin Diesel, XXX, is the newest action star of the millennium. To me, XXX is the man women want to be with. Me especially. He's muscular, handsome, knows how to kick some serious, in quotes, hiney, and drives cool cars like a GTO, snowboard, and etc. I'm going to read that sentence one more time. Drives cool cars like a GTO, snowboard, and etc. Vin Diesel is the total package. Vin Diesel, you are the best. Keep making these movies. They're so hype and they're fun to see. Title, Vin Diesel is the hottest man. 5 stars.
Whoa. How do we know how old was Vin Diesel when he made this movie?
I think that Vin Diesel 34. Thank you, Tim.
Tim, you can't just say shit and everyone's going to believe you. Everyone's just like buying whatever Tim says. Oh, okay, yeah, 34. Okay, yeah, Tim knows.
L.M. Rodriguez from the Bronx in 2003 writes, yes, it copies Bond cliches. Yes, it's confusing at the beginning. Yes, the plot is irrelevant. Yes, it's loaded with stupid jokes. So what? It's an action thriller of first class. It moves. It sizzles. It flies through the air and the rooftops. Low points should have been made for adult audiences. They should have suppressed the stupid jokes. At the beginning, when Vin Diesel is racing on the highway pursued by California police, he talks to the audience. Please. This technique is called, quote unquote, comic relief. And it was, in quotes, bad. Another low point, too bad they had to get that stupid PG-13 rating. So what if kids hear F words and see some naked woman? They will not be perverted forever, and their souls will be safe as yours and mine. If you're a parent and believe your kid or kids don't use harsh language ever, well, then you're living on another planet. By the way, I'm sure the Russian mafia and all the crooks in the world use plenty of F words, and it's endless variations on a daily basis. Not in this film. It's as clean as the Council of Churches had produced it. High points. Stunts were unbelievable, especially the avalanche sequence, which is the best ever. I didn't know that Vin is such an accomplished snowboarder. He is great. He did his own stunts to perfection. By the way, all the stunts in this movie were superb. Another high point, the movie improves as it progresses towards the end. James Bond should go home and cuddle with his cat. 5 stars. This James Bond's from the Bronx. You can't really top that, but I will say that I like this one just from a Kindle customer. The title is An Honest Film. And the review is simply, a film that accomplishes everything it sets out to do. 5 stars. And I do believe that to be true.
Well, Sam Jackson at the very end of the movie, when he's in Bora Bora, and Yelena is slathering Vin with sunscreen,
but so not on that head. So as a bald man, I want get it on the top. You don't need it just on the chest.
So he calls him and he goes, "Hey, call me. We got a whole new thing to talk about." Like, that's what the NSA leaves on your voicemail?
He is as specific as Matt Hoffman. Yo, dude, tell me about that cool stunt you were talking about. Everyone is a little vague in this movie. I'll tell you this. People think, actors don't prepare. Well, Vin Diesel did prepare. He did 2 weeks of rock climbing training to get his body in shape. 2
rock
weeks.
Climbing not featured in the film.
Also, 2 weeks seems like something you might do on a vacation. It's like, I got certified on scuba on Hawaii. I wouldn't say I was training to do underwater stunts. 2 weeks feels like he kind of quit. First choice to play this, Eric Bana. He said no. And the first choice for Yorgi was Ewan McGregor. Interesting
That's an
side.
interesting Yergi.
Interesting side note: Sony put up a billboard for this in Hollywood before the script had been written. I think that is a first. Okay, so final thoughts. Any final thoughts?
Gosh, I mean, I feel like we did it. I feel like we've seen all of them now. And
What's your favorite? Like when you see all three now, you've seen the whole thing. What do you think?
Well, it was really nice.
Which one is your favorite? If you had to narrow it
Think
down.
about it for a second. I think because this is really where his story starts. Where we get to meet him and then to remember where he goes is so crazy by the end of the third one that I think probably I like this one the best, but they all have highs and lows, high points and low points. But
I will just say that I'm so glad that the world was saved from a solar submarine. I mean, I can't sleep at night. I'm always worried about being attacked by a solar submarine.
I will say the one thing we didn't talk about, but one thing worth noting is, yes, the Q in this movie, Shavers, did something interesting, which is this is supposed to be a spy movie. He's supposed to fit in, but he did give him an American flag parachute. So when he does parachute at the end, it's like, well, we know that that's the enemy, right? If we want to aim at that guy, he's basically wearing who he is on a parachute right there.
I guess I'm also just like, we can wrap it up, but I'm just like, Anarchy 99, Yerke's plan to deliver this gas via submarine is so strange. Like, that has to be the hardest way to...
Well,
to
what
drop
about when Xander takes the missiles, picks them up, and points them down? He takes them out of the missile launcher, just turns them down.
That's what he does when he has an
That's all it
erection. He
takes.
doesn't want people to see. Pushes it down.
But also, he could have just, I don't know, couldn't he have just put it, well, first of all, just taken it out of the power source?
Sure, dumped it out.
But just put it down also just on the side of the submarine.
Yeah.
So he didn't have to go down with it.
I
There's
still
just
think
so
he
many
gulped.
questions.
He gulped a lot of that water, and all those fish are dead. I think the reason why the movie is so loose and fast with like the Czech Republic is because
You mean Fast and Furious?
Whoa, yeah, is because they asked the Czech Air Force to loan 2 of their jets for the film, and the Czech Republic said, "Why 2? Take the entire fleet." And they said, all we want is $50,000 to donate to the pilot's hospital, and can you buy beer for everybody here? And they said, yep.
Wow.
Whoa.
The Czech Republic gave up their entire Air Force for this movie. Was it worth it? Absolutely.
I saw that, like, I think which I find this hard to believe, but Amazon doesn't lie. It said the budget for the movie was $70 million. Which
$70 million, made $40 million opening weekend, made $142 million in the States, made $277 overseas.
That's crazy. I mean, I think that's pretty good $70 million. Like,
I do too, actually. It's
yeah,
not bad.
All those explosions, all that
snow,
all that snow,
all those
How'd they
tranquilizer
do that?
darts,
all those kisses.
that fucking jacket, bro.
That's $20 million right there. All right, so would you recommend this movie? I would start and say absolutely, but on 1.5 speed.
By the way, why
1.25.
didn't you tell me that was an option?
Sorry, Rob.
I didn't know that was an option.
Sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob. Next time.
Next time. Yeah, I would recommend it. If you've seen the other ones, you'll probably love to go back and enjoy this one too.
Yeah, it's a real aficionado of the franchise. Rob?
Was there a question? Sorry.
Would you
recommend the movie?
This movie?
Would I recommend it to who?
I guess listeners of the
you know what I would
podcast,
do?
really.
I would recommend this to assholes.
Okay.
That's how I feel. No offense if you like the movie at all. Like I think you're probably an asshole though.
All right, June, anything you want to plug?
I'll plug L, which is on Prime Video. Also on Prime Video.
Are there any fun facts about you? Do you go from Ollie or Goofy?
I haven't had that setting on where you can find fun facts, but now I'll watch it tonight
X-ray
and put that on.
Yeah, I watch it a lot of times. I'm like, who is that person? June Diane Raphael.
That's disturbing.
Rob, anything you'd like to plug?
What should I plug?
You do a show.
I'll plug our show.
Yeah, we do a
Dark
show together.
Web. We do a show on YouTube together.
So
I'll
fun.
plug that, and I'll plug. This is way in advance, but I'll plug the Romy and Michelle sequel.
Can't wait for
So
it.
great. So exciting.
Can't
fun.
wait for it.
All right. Thank you, Los Angeles. You've been an amazing
Thank
crowd. That is a wrap on Extreme Summer, but you know what? We'll always have our time in the Xander Zone. Thanks, as always, to our pals at Largo. I'm talking about Flanny Griffey and Skills in the Booth. And guess what? Next week, we are taking an August vacation. Yep, just like your favorite therapist, we are taking a week off. And in place of Last Looks, we will be re-releasing one of our favorite episodes on the movie Little Italy. And if you're like, Paul, how will I know which movie you're covering, on the next episode if there's no Last Looks? Well, you're in luck, because at the beginning of that Little Italy re-release, I'm going to record a new intro announcing our next movie title. And don't worry, we're still going to talk more about XXX on a future supersized Last Looks. So don't forget to send us your XXX corrections and omissions by leaving a voicemail at speakpipe.com/HDTGM or by writing to us on our Discord. Remember, if you listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please make sure you are subscribed to our feed and have automatic downloads turned on in the show settings. It helps us, and we appreciate it a lot. Check out our Instagram page at HDTGM to see videos from this very live show. And lastly, I have to give a huge thanks to our behind-the-scenes team. I'm talking about our producer, Scott Sonny and Molly Reynolds, our engineer, Casey Holford, and our social media manager, Zoe Applebaum, and our intern, Emily Gelbert. And we will forever be thankful to the one and only Avril Halley. That's all I got for now. Bye-bye.